All right, welcome into Under the Lights here on KSHB 41. It is week 8 of high school football. The playoffs are on the horizons for both sides of the state line. We got a couple of battles of unbeaten teams with some of the biggest games in town. We start off, of course, with our Hy-Vee game of the week. We had the defending 5A state champions Mill Valley Jags hosting Olathe North. Both teams a perfect 6-0, but there can only be one perfect after this Friday night. And that's why it's our Hy-Vee high school game of the week. Mill Valley has outscored their opponents 294-41 through 6 games this season, with no opponents scoring more than 14. So could Olathe North wreck that trend? Well, let's head to the field to find out. Hyped up Jags running in on this one. We'll pick it up first and goal. Hayden J runs it in for the score. 7-0 Jags. Second and goal. TJ Porter there across for the touchdown. It's 10-7 Jags in scoring position. Tristan Baker. Here he is. Touchdown over the top. Extra point good. And Mill Valley leads 16-7. Picked off here by Devin Lowe. That's going to be Jay dropping that pass third down. Jay looks to pass, but again, it's picked. This time by Joshua Parrish, and this time it's a pick 6. Still in the fourth, things not looking good for the Jags. Mill Valley looking to bounce back. And with this is another pick 6. Yeah, you heard it. Eagles to the house, and they take the 2016 lead. Olathe North wins this one 20-16 over Mill Valley. And it was a Bulldog battle in Carney tonight. The Carney Bulldogs a perfect 7-0 on the season, averaging 41 points per game. They host the Grandview Bulldogs at 5-2, a team averaging about 37 points per game. Here we go, Carney Bulldogs hosting Grandview. Let's pick it up late first quarter. David Franklin there with the 23-yard to KK right. Grandview cuts the lead to 1. Minutes later, Casey Rooney here to Manny Lithicum. 25-yarder to the house and to the cameraman, 13-6. They go for 2-point conversion. Rooney to Lithicum again for the fade. Carney 6-point advantage. Next possession, Grandview trying to recover. Ends up in the hands of Luke Nolan for the 30-yard scoop and score. Carney taking a 21-6 lead. We'll go early second quarter next year. Zach Grace in the hand package. That's what they like to call it up there. Carney goes up 28-6. Again, middle second quarter, Danny Petrie here. Nice little 20-yard scamper into the end zone. 35-6 Carney. Now they go on to roll Grandview 63-12. Fort O versus North Kansas City. North Kansas City band getting in on this one. Fort Osage and the Hornet band coming early to jam. That one-handed interception there by Herb Bass is going to keep Fort O stonewalled in the red zone. Very next possession, it's some trickery from North Kansas City. A little flea flicker finding Geraldo Domain, which is an awesome way to get to the end zone all the way. You see there, a big play to get the score. Now Fort O would respond here. Here comes their QB, Greg Minnie. There he is. Finding Lake Sullivan, nice little 7-yard score. Right before the half, they're all tied up. Fort O comes out and they win 25-14. Let's talk about Bishop Miege coming off their first loss of the season to Aquinas last week. Blue Valley West also losing a heartbreaker in a 7-point loss to St. James Academy. So which team going to bounce back tonight? Here we go. We'll find out. Chiefs quarterback coach Matt Nagy's son in a QB for West here. Number 2, Braden Nagy. You see right there. Stags are down by 6 in this one. First and goal, Mac Armstrong with a nice little pitch to DeAndre Beasley, rumbling his way into the end zone. Stags taking the 1-point lead with a nice little extra point there, showing them what they're missing out on. Zach Darkshire here now in QB for West, targeted Jack Schneider across the middle, getting them in field goal position. They decide to go for it. First and goal, West Darsh to the end zone. Lots of pick 6s tonight, guys. This one intercepted. Amarian Johnson with the pick takes it all the way down to the end zone. Stags go up 14-6 at the start of the second quarter. They go on to get the dub 48-13. All right, it's already time to take our first break here on Under the Lights, but we got a lot more when we return. We got a 7-0 Center traveling to the 7-0 Pleasant Hill, who makes it 8 in a row tonight. And we check in, of course, on the Kansas side with Bishop Ward. Cyclones, can they build up their victory over Santa Fe Trail? Well, we'll see you in a few to find out. All right, welcome back into Under the Lights here on KSHB 41. We're continuing with our Week 8 coverage. We got a newcomer on the show. Our spotlight now shines on Bishop Ward Cyclones quarterback Aiden Millerin. He was 13 of 21 for 230 passing yards and 2 touchdowns against Santa Fe Trail. So could he duplicate that tonight? We go to the field to find out. Here we go. 3rd and 29. Ball on the 15. Miller in with the handoff to Bryce Johnson Jr., who makes it 15 yards all the way down to the other 15-yard line. We'll pick it up in the next play after he gets tackled. Now 1st and 10. Baldwin's Vance Morgan here gets the snap of Corey Stewart Jr. there with put down. Now 2nd and 23. All about midfield here. Jack Harvey going for it. Throw is going to be intercepted by Johnson Jr. Having himself a night. Bishop Ward goes up 7-0. They go on to take this 26-6 win. Now, it was a marquee matchup in the Missouri River Valley Conference West tonight. Pleasant Hill hosting Center. Both teams 7-0, looking to capture the conference title. We'll go to the action. Early first quarter is where we go. Easton Rowe flush from the pocket. He finds Cole Starlin for a 19-yard touchdown. Pleasant Hill makes it 7-0. Minutes later, Joseph Vick here to DeAndre Pruitt for the connection. That's going to be a 59-yarder all the way to the end zone. Center cutting the lead by just 1. Late first quarter, Juice Love here with the 3-yard touchdown. I love that name. And we take it 13-7. Early second quarter, Love again this time. An 18-yard run into the house. 21-7 is the lead. Middle second quarter, Center facing 4th and 23. Love to Armand Russell. Tosses it back to Katie Williams for the hook and lateral. Williams takes it in for the 23-yard touchdown. Center goes up 28-7. They defeat Pleasant Hill 53-27. All right, it's now time for our Metro Matchup Moment of the Night, sponsored by DePasquale Moore Law Firm. We got University Academy 7-0 on the season, traveling to Van Horn. Fourth quarter, Sammy Bailey here. That's going to make it Van Horn 10-0. We'll stay in the fourth quarter. Bailey again this time. Little 17-yard run up the middle. Van Horn shutting out University Academy 23-0. Again, that was our Metro Matchup Moment of the Night, sponsored by DePasquale Moore Law Firm. Here we go. We got Mid-Buchanan at East Buchanan. First quarter, that's Gage Busby to Carson White. 71-yard strike all the way to the end zone. East Buchanan taking a 7-0 lead. Late second quarter, we'll jump ahead. Aiden Rhoda with a 3-yard touchdown rumble. East Buchanan takes a 14-12 lead into the half. The final 48-12, East Buchanan with the win. All right, you know what time it is. It's time to bring in our high school football expert. We got Dion Clisso of Preps KC. Now, Dion, act like Mick Schaefer, our sports director, is not watching this. I want you to give me your honest opinion. Olathe North versus Mill Valley.
You can't throw the ball to the other team 4 times and have 2 of them go back for touchdowns.
That'll do it.
That's tough. Hayden Jay's a good kid. He's had a great high school career. They just had a bad night, and I thought Mill Valley would win that game. They didn't. Hats off to Olathe North for making those defensive plays and getting that win, and that's a theme of the night. You know, several top-ranked teams going head-to-head. Some in different classes, some in the same class. You just talk about Mid-Buchanan and West Buchanan. They were ranked 2 and 3 in Class 1A in Missouri, and really the stunner was the Mill Valley. I'm not stunned that Olathe North won. It just the way it happened. It just on back-to-back plays, pick sixes. So that to me stood out. And then of course the way Center dominated Pleasant Hill tonight was just a very impressive performance.
Well, you hate to see it, but you also love to see it. It made for a good game. Let's talk about Carney versus Grandview, the battle of the Bulldogs here. That was another standout game tonight.
Yeah, Carney really just got up and rolled on them, and Grandview having a good year, and that was for the conference title pretty much. And Carney is just taking care of their business every single week, and they're pretty dominant. And they're looking like a team that's going to be interesting down the line. They're in the district with Smithville still, so they're probably going to get a chance to play them again. On the other side, the other district features Center, and so that could be a marquee matchup maybe in the quarterfinals. We'll see what happens. We got a long way to go, but 2 teams that are sitting at the top of their districts in Center and Carney definitely dominant tonight.
All right, we will move on then. We'll check back in with you, Dion, here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take another break, but when we return, Dion Clisso is going to give us a preview of what to look forward to on next week. We got plenty more under the lights after the break.